Hello everyone, Harkens here from K&A Gamers, and welcome to Dark Souls 3. What this is going to be is I'm going to live stream my new NG+5 playthrough. And once again, I apologize for the air conditioner noise in the background. It's that soft hum. It's hot, so you'll just have to deal with it. So anyways, I'll show you my stats. This is my overpowered build. Yeah, I had no clue about weapon scaling or anything when I made this character. This is my only character I made for Dark Souls 3. As you can see, he's pretty well rounded. 50 vigor, just you could read the stats, but it's pretty ridiculous. And with rings and buffs to bear. Level 242. Now, I have the platinum trophy. I did all the quest lines, got all the endings, did everything, collected 113 rings just to get the freaking ring trophy. And I basically have like mostly everything in the game here in terms of weapons. Of course, I got all magic, everything. I have it all, probably twice over. I have, look at all these weapons I have. All these weapons. So anyways, this is what I'm going to be going into New Game Plus with. I'm not going to be invading, so I don't need that. Silver cat ring, it's good for every situation. You never know when you fall to your death or near your death. So it's always good to have that. Of course, ring of favor, +2. Obviously, if I have the +2, I'm going to be using it. That, of course, increases a load of stuff. Hornet ring, of course, I may be getting into PvP. I've noticed there's a lot more invasions in New Game Plus. However, not as hard as Bloodborne. I was disappointed when I went into New Game Plus on Dark Souls 3. Absolutely wrecked the bosses and the enemies. In New Game Plus and Bloodborne, I felt like I was playing the game with the same, with the first time again. Even though I had all my upgraded weapons and stats, it felt like I was playing it for the first time again. That's how much the difficulty creeped up in New Game Plus for Bloodborne. And I love that, and this game didn't take advantage of that. And it even encourages you to go into New Game Plus because you get the +1 and +2, even +3 with some of these rings. So it really encourages you to actually like go into New Game Plus just to get a little bit better rings and such, and equipment. And different things happen too with summons and all kinds of stuff. And obviously, it took me until this journey 4, New Game Plus 4, to actually get the platinum trophy. So, there's the firekeeper staring at those eyes that I gave her. Yeah, I got all the endings, so that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go into Journey 5 now, and we're gonna see how far we can get. Yeah, I'm pretty good, I think. So now the game will start over, and I'm gonna play through the entire game right in front of you. This game's so good, I don't mind starting over and playing it again. I'm doing that with Bloodborne right now too. I'm not going to stream it. I figured, you know, I don't want to stream it. I'm going to try to get the platinum trophy for that one. But I'd figure I'd stream this for fun. I mean, I gotten all the enjoyment that my 60 bucks that I put into it was worth. So obviously, if you're a Dark Souls player, you know if you go into New Game Plus, you have all of your stuff. It removes all of your key items, I believe, so that you still have to get keys for doors and certain things for unlockables. So here we are. We were awoken it's woke down in here. So here's the tutorials. You know, now that I just played Bloodborne and come to this game is awfully beautiful. Like, Bloodborne was beautiful in its own way, but I felt like this game, even though it probably copies the same engine, it's definitely got a different beauty. So for my weapons, obviously the Black Knight, great sword. I love this weapon. I'm loving it in Dark Souls 1. I feel like I'm cheating in Dark Souls 1. I'm glad Austin told me about it, even though I probably would have gotten it anyways. Obviously Havel's great shield fully upgraded, because that's also like cheating. In a game where there is no poise and you stagger to everything, this is freaking cheating. You dead. I also like just the form of the Black Knight greatsword. Just look at that. There's such like elegance in it that caught my eye. I didn't realize that was my most powerful weapon. There we go. I apologize if I'm a little rusty. I did just play through the entirety of Bloodborne, so if I go like this and go two-handed instead of healing, that's because triangle in Bloodborne is the blood vials and that heals you. So it's square. Now I'm remembering. Here's the tutorial areas, impossible boss. There was a +1 ring there. Ouch. He hit me. Oh yeah, I roll. That's right, I roll. I don't like backstep anymore. That's Bloodborne. You roll in Dark Souls. I don't know why I'm even blocking him. Or why I'm even rolling to dodge. Man, it is slower. It is slower. That's my message. Actually, I made this message in the Abyss version of this, in the Unattended Graves, and I guess it carries over to the tutorial. So I could understand why people would rate it. If it's there for everyone starting out, that's the first player message that they'll see. No wonder it gets rates. In Dark Souls 1, you have to get like the orange soapstone, I think, which then, then you could rate messages with it, which is kind of bothersome. I mean, and then you have the notebook in Bloodborne, which isn't as bothersome. But nowadays, it's like you go over here to your thing right there on your quick menu. Oh man, I'm gonna have to get used to this. Gonna have to get used to this all over again. It is slower though. Like, people say Dark Souls 3 was faster because of Bloodborne, and they're right, but Bloodborne is freaking fast. Like, faster than the eye can keep up with sometimes. So it could get really really terrifying in Bloodborne. Oh, that's right. Oh, I just did the Bloodborne thing instead of tapping L3, which is a very odd jump button for the controller. I tapped, you know. I'm also doing the thing where instead of sprinting and rolling, I'm actually stopping before I roll. That's another Bloodborne thing, because if you try to roll or sidestep while you're sprinting in Bloodborne, it's like you jump. So that's what I tried to do on that thing. Yeah, there we go. Titanite shard. You know, those aren't even worth it anymore. Like, why do I even need those? It's kind of pointless. Because I mean, I get so many of those Titanite shards that it's like I start dropping them. I'm maxed out on these. I'm sure my storage box is overflowing with them. Have all these gems and stuff, and it's like I don't use them. Fun fact, on my first playthrough of Dark Souls 3, I was a knight, and that longsword I kept with me through the entire playthrough. I fought the Soul of Cinder, the last boss, with that longsword. Obviously, I didn't understand that there were better weapons, there was weapon scaling, and all that, but it seems everything in this game is afraid of fire. So when I infused it with a fire gem, I was doing pretty good. So, yeah. I remember coming here the first time and seeing this, and I thought, this is it. This is what Dark Souls is all about, isn't it? The boss arena, the giant figure that awaits you, and you know you're going to die. You know you're going to die multiple times, but that's not why you play this game. You play this game because one of those times you'll beat it, and you'll get through that door, and you'll be ready. How much damage did that do? Nice. Edict's Gunder is very strange in his attack patterns. For a newbie who's just coming in, and this is his first boss, he's kind of easy to read. In fact, I only beat him on my second try. And I had never played a Dark Souls game. But however, to someone that's used to the bosses of the game and all the enemies, his attacks are very unpredictable and clumsy. So to a veteran, you may actually struggle. Alright, here we go. Transforming. I'll get in a lap. I'll dodge. Now I'll wait for him to lunge. I'll go to the left. Oh! Dang. I timed it all wrong. That's fine. See what I meant about New Game Plus difficulty? I just wrecked him. He is the first boss, but however, he was definitely harder the first time around. I much appreciate it if From Software does something different, if they move on. They have moved on from Dark Souls, but if they do another game like Bloodborne, or maybe another game entirely just based on this genre they have made, then I'd really like it if they made their New Game Pluses difficult. Just like Bloodborne. So the point of this stream really is just messing around, going through Dark Souls 3 and just putting it up on the channel for everyone to see. But I just wanted to make use of my time here playing through it again because I want that DLC coming out soon. I want them to tell us about it. Wolfring. It's weird how that's just there. I collected all the rings already, so it's kind of pointless. You know, platinum trophies, so it's just for my enjoyment. These guys aren't even a match. I shouldn't even be fighting them. Also, I have pyromancy. Well, I have everything, but I mainly use pyromancy, so I'll be using that. Got this. I think this is the most effective parrying tool. What is it even called? The Castus? Castus? It's a Castus. Well, anyways, it's like an iron fist. It's got leathers on the knuckles, and you can parry, and that's my most effective way of parrying. Screw those shields and buckler shields and all that. That's stupid. I always get the timings wrong. There shouldn't be any delay. It should be, there comes the sword, it's going to hit you, and then boom, no it isn't, it's done. And I feel like that really disturbs people when they think they're going to land a hit and then suddenly no they don't. So this guy, I'm just going to heal up to full because NPCs in New Game Plus, I don't know what they did with them, but I feel like they made them just as tough. See, look at all that health with just a step forward lunge. Don't want to attack him when he's in that stance. Ooh. I hate it when the camera does that, where it just like circles around. Yeah, you tried to parry. Okay. I tried to do the Bloodborne thing. Hurry, it's a trick weapon. Pull out the greatsword. And then finish it. How did I get so good? I don't know. I mean, it only took me nearly 200 hours, but eventually I got good, right? That's into the Firekeeper tomb. It's not really even a tomb, it's just where they go to kill themselves. East-West shield. Dark Souls 3 is really just a Force Awakens to like how Force Awakens is to Star Wars. I mean, it borrows heavily, but I feel like it's just a reimagining of the other Dark Souls. I mean, I've never played them. I'm playing through Dark Souls 1, and I caught that right away. All those things that are in this game, I caught in Dark Souls 1. So that's just how much I know that this game is just inspired by the legends. Are you ready? By the way, praise the sun. I got a praise the sun hoodie. It's a crestfallen night.
Ah, another one roused from the sleep of death. Well, you're not alone. We unkindled Argus conniptions, and they'd have us seek that we're talking true, don't you think?
Yep. Yep. The thing I like about NPCs in Dark Souls is you could freaking just kill them. Right here I can strike the Hawkwood here down and he'll fight me, and he'll be pretty tough because he's a tough NPC. However, he'd probably be still using his shield. You see, he's an Abyss Watcher, and Abyss Watchers use great swords and they don't use shields. In fact, they kind of frown upon it because it's like an act of cowardice. This is why he's a deserter, because it wasn't his combat style. Although he is an Abyss Watcher, I believe. Later on in the game, he puts his shield away at a grave out there. I can only imagine whose grave that is, that sword is at. I feel like it's someone from Dark Souls 1, but since I haven't played it, I don't know. But later on, he's a toughie.
What a sick joke. Asking us to be talking truth.
Coming in here, I felt absolutely hopeless. I thought if Eidis Gunder, it's hard to say that name, if he was just the starter boss, what could possibly come after it?
Welcome to the bonfire. I'm a firekeeper. I tend to the flame. The lords have left their throne. To this end, I am.
Okay. Thank you.
Farewell, may the
I will put the coiled sword into the undead bone shards. I don't get the bonfire thing. Is it like a victory over the undead, the hollows? I mean, obviously each bonfire is on top of, each sword is on top of something, a mound of undead stuff. So it's like, I don't really understand it. I don't even know if there is a meaning behind it, besides it's freaking cool and it's a freaking bonfire of a smoldering sword. What could be cooler than that? Hello? Hello, Andre. I heard you were in the first game. Austin told me you're in the first game. You could be the freaking firstborn of Gwyn, huh? Oh, that was another man.
Well, then I am on. As a humbles, you're in search of the Lord. Toilsome journey. Let me smith you web. I am a smith.
Sorry if you guys are trying to read it. I'm not interested in dialogue. I'm just doing this to get through it. Have fun. So if you want to read or whatever, be my guest. This isn't going to be like an official playthrough. I don't need to upgrade anything. What am I doing? I'm fully upgraded with everything. I am basically a god. So I don't even need to talk to anyone here, do I? I don't know if I'm gonna do any quest lines. I'll probably do Hawkwoods. I'll probably go to Archdragon Peak, get all the dragon stones and fight him, but I don't know what else. If you haven't noticed by now, if you haven't played these games, there's going to be spoilers, okay? So I'll be telling you right now, this is a new game plus 5. If you wanted a blind playthrough, you wouldn't be watching this in the first place. So I'm maxed out. Everything is maxed out. I have the platinum trophy. Everything is at the max, okay, guys? So what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be going through the game. Not going to really... I don't even know if I'll rescue anyone. I may have Grey Rat just rot in his cell. The Pyromancer could just rot in his humble abode. I've heard about this. I've heard about this Lord Vessel. I have no idea what that means because I'm not that far in Dark Souls 1, but I came in here for the first time a long time ago in April when the game came out, and I thought to myself, this has some kind of significance. And then I struck it with my sword because that's how you do. And then, of course, I was amazed by this. This freaking sight. Look at this. Bloodborne had some fantastic skyline vistas, but this... You know, I had wanted to get Bloodborne a while back when it came out, but when I saw Dark Souls 3, I watched one episode of the Game Grumps, and then I said, I'm not going to watch any more. I'm going to go out and buy the game, and I bought it day one. Full price, 60 bucks. I never do that, guys. I am cheap, and I bought it 60 bucks, and you know what? I probably got 3 times that out of enjoyment of this game. It was well worth the money. You guys should get it too. Really? Huh. I get it, because this is usually a PvP ring, a battle ring in here, where players go to fight each other. So yeah, I know exactly what you mean, man. Look at this. Some guy's using Yorn's machete, of course. Everyone uses that. Or, you know what? They also use... You know what they like to use? Where is it? Where are you? There's the beast. The Dragon Slayer Great Axe. Everyone uses it. And you know, when you invade someone, like, for example, if you invade out near Pontiff Sullivan, if you invade out there, you know, in the Aldrich Faithful territory, there's freaking, oh, they're just ganking you. Like, I can understand an invader if he has no honor and all that, but god dang. All they do is wait around in a group of 4 for invaders to come. You know, they pop their fingers, they do the... Could you please? Well, thanks for jumping on my head, bud. They wait for invaders to come along, and it's like, they wreck you. Like, you can bow to them, they don't care. They're gonna go up to you and they'll backstab you while you're bowing. So, and they all use that great axe, so it's like impossible to dodge because you stagger even if it misses. The only way, I'll tell you guys, the only way to beat that, if you're invading and there's like a group of 4, separate them or hide until another person invades. Then when they're distracted, split them up. Because if they go one-on-one versus you, and this has been the case every time when it comes to these gank squads, they can't fight on their own. They aren't fighters at all. They just get a really powerful weapon, and then they hit that R1 until you're dead. And it wouldn't work alone, but with 4 other people, what can you do? Like, no amount of experience and skill can help you if there's 4 of them. So separate them. And when they're separated, you can kill them. However, they will retreat back with the others because they'll quickly realize, hey, I suck at this game. I need people to fight my battles for me. So you need to kill them quick, and that is where the Hornet's Ring comes in. You parry and riposte, and if you have the Hornet's Ring, you can one-shot people, and this has been the case for me for many a time. Don't need to go down there yet. I want to clear out the other side. But you make them fear you. When you one-shot one of their buddies, you see caution. They start using caution. They don't rush at you. And if you start retreating, you know you could beat them, and you come back when they try to hit you, and you parry them, and you one-shot another, and then they start running away. Then they think, oh shoot, this guy sees through our plan, and you can kill him. So don't give up hope. Wow, that dog survived. Oh, that was way too many rolls. Oh, and this isn't Bloodborne where you get health back for attacking. Dang. That was way too much damage. You know what I'm gonna do, guys? Silver Cat Ring could be handy. I think I'll keep that. Because you can never prepare for a situation where you fall to your death. Okay, he isn't coming yet. I'm gonna sacrifice this ring for the Estus ring. Chug away. Estus ring just makes your flask do more healing stuff. I'm so used to Bloodborne that I forget I have a shield. You know? That's just how used to Bloodborne I am right now. So if I look a little rusty, guys, that's why. Kill that guy before he transforms into a nightmare. That's where you get the longbow. I don't know why I'm killing these guys. The only purpose of killing them is to get extra souls, and I don't need extra souls. Am I getting invaded? There's a way you can tell if you're being invaded before you see the notification pop up. In the top right corner, watch what happens when I kill this guy. Top right. Where is it? Huh, did it show up? Alright, when I collect this item, it will show up. There it is. The autosave fire. When you see that and you haven't done anything, you're standing still or you're walking somewhere, and you see that, you're either going into an area that's transitioning or you're being invaded. Remember that. And I've prepared many times because I saw that flame. Like that, for example, but that's probably because I just touched the door. No, it's not. I'm being invaded. I am being invaded. Unless that is a transition. Is it a transition? What the freak? Maybe it periodically saves? Nope. What do you know? It's the buddy. It's my friend. Guys, it's my friend. It's the guy that was on the summon sign there. I guess he got bored and he couldn't get summoned, so he decided to invade. And I guess I was the only one. Oh, hello. Yeah, come on. Come on, bro. Oh, I see. He's got the parry thing, too. Alright, well, you know what? Go two-hand. Oh, very nice. Very nice. He got me on the roll. He doesn't have the Hornet's Ring, unfortunately. Oh, that was a half parry. Ah, nice. See that? It's getting intense. It's getting intense. It's getting intense, everyone. You look at him panic. You can tell. Oh, I was in the middle of the animation, so it didn't exactly work. Gotta be running out of stamina at some point here. I see you. Oh, that could have been dangerous. Well, if you're going two-handed, I'm going two-handed too. Wow, that was weird. Do I have manual aim on? That should have hit him. If I have manual aim on... Oh, that was a mistake. Oh, that was a mistake. Good fight, man. Oh, that was easy. Man, I should not have swung. And you know, I pressed the button and I was like, he's going to attack. And he did. And that will hit, Jorn's machete will win every time against that. It was a good fight though. Sometimes it's, not only is it up to the skill of each player, but sometimes it's just the fight style, and he was good. He parried me and riposted me, so I took out a lot of health. He could have probably one-shot me, I bet, if he had on the Hornet's Ring. I probably should have been watching for an attack that I could parry, because I probably could have one-shot him. Alright, moving on with the high wall lockpick. You know, my first playthrough of Bloodborne that I just finished, I I did it offline. And I only did it offline because I didn't want any tips. I didn't want any of the death stones coming up. I thought that was very annoying. Like, I know that it's kind of annoying in this, where you have the orange stripes, you know, all the markers and all that stuff, and all the blood stains, but that blends in a lot more than, you know, the bubbles and then the little guys coming up. I forgot about you. Played this game over and over for nearly 200 hours, and I forgot about an enemy. Can you believe that? I have on the cat's ring, right? Yeah. I've made mistakes in the past where I thought, oh, cat's ring, I'll just jump down here. And then it's like, oh, it's not on, and like half fall. I'm like, fell 20 feet, and I'm like halfway down, and I'm like, I don't have the cat's ring on. Yeah, there you go. Come hither, dragon. Where is du? Where is du? There is. Flame these men for me, dragon. Flame them. Flame on. There we go. Thank you. There's a lot of items here. I probably shouldn't stay to pick them up. Nah, I will. I love living on the edge. Come here, Knight. Very nice. Very nice, Knight. Unfortunately, you stagger, hitting me. And you're dead. All I gotta do is spam you. Ooh, Lothric Knight Sword. It's kind of a rare drop, isn't it? I don't remember getting their swords. You know what? If I'm gonna live stream a playthrough, I'm not gonna like only do it like half. I'm gonna do the full thing. Which means wow, he's awfully tame today. That means I'm gonna go around to every nook and cranny, and you guys are gonna watch all of it. Hello, Mimic. How's it going? Is it in my quick select? No, it isn't. It isn't. Found this out. It's a cool tip for anyone out there watching. These hunter charms put them to sleep. And then you can just... oh, I missed. Then you can just wallop. By the way, guys, I'm an idiot. I sold my... back when I was on a selling frenzy and I wasn't like completionist about this game, I sold the Mimic head hat or whatever that allows you, that hurts you but gives you more souls. I'm such an idiot. I sold that because I figured, well, I won't need that. Like, how will I need that? It hurts me and all that. But it turns out that I really needed it. So up here is a bonfire, and I actually missed this bonfire on my first playthrough. Lifesaver right here, even though you die and then you come back. So it's not really a lifesaver, but it's a time saver. It's a Knight again. But I thought you had to just come all the way back from the first bonfire, and I'd be like down here with the winged knight and all that, and it's like, no, it's not happening. Man, I forget this isn't Bloodborne, and you don't get back health for attacking. This is what I get for being in such a Bloodborne mood. I love Bloodborne, by the way. That freaking game was absolutely incredible. I may have enjoyed Bloodborne my first time playing it more than the first time playing this game. And I think it's because it's a standalone game. It's its own lore and its own story. Obviously, this is a continuation of the previous two games. Mostly of one, but elements of two. So it's like, I just didn't have that. I didn't have that foundation in the story and the plot and the lore and all that. So all the references would just go over my head. I would have no clue about things. I would have no clue about, you know, the significance of the last boss. I would have no clue about Anne Orlando. I would have no clue about all those references and all those places that were in Dark Souls 1 and in 2. Even some obscure references of Bloodborne and maybe even Demon's Souls, which I don't really know about. So, yeah. That's why I enjoy Bloodborne so much more. It was its own thing. I got it right from the get-go there. There's obviously things I don't know about. I have no clue what the heck the moon presence is. I have no clue, you know, what these great ones are, why they exist, or all these different things. But I'm sure I'll figure it out after several playthroughs. It's another cool thing about these Souls series games is that, but you figure out the story and you read about it. You read about it how, I forgot, you climb ladders in this game. You read about it on items. So it's like every item has some kind of little lore bit in it. Like these dragons, for example, I thought, what the heck is a dead dragon doing here? Was there a war against dragons? I knew in Dark Souls 1 there was a war against dragons, and you know, I couldn't fit together the pieces. So I had no clue. I believe the dragons here are dying, or they're not really dragons, they're more like drakes, you know. But they're dying because of whatever this abyssal influence is. I mean, later on in Lothar Castle, you see, I made a mistake. No, I didn't. Okay. That was almost a mistake. One of these guys, in case you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, one of these guys transforms into basically the second phase of Gunder, the giant slime thing. That's right, just these regular people turn into that. There's a crystal lizard. Got ya. I do not like the little scampering things in Bloodborne that is supposed to replace the crystal lizard in that game. I do not like it. You know why? Because when you kill it, then you have to collect it. These crystal lizards, if they die, you can just pick it up, or it automatically picks it up. So it's like, if it goes off an edge and it dies, well, I guess you're screwed, huh? So I like how even if they go off the edge in this game, it's still okay, you'll still get it. Let's go this way first. This is the key to Grey Rat. I figure if I'm going to go around every single area, I might as well I might as well... Oh, hello. I might as well free people, because then it shows really, you know, my completionist style. These poor guys, they are like employing everything to try and stop me. And I'm just stopping them in their tracks. They're climbing up over balconies, they're dropping down from the ceiling. Oh, didn't expect that though. Unfortunately, I'm overpowered, so it didn't work either way. That's something that people really like. It gets on their nerves when you over level for parts, and I can understand. Like, bosses are just a freaking piece of art in these games, and I can understand someone just mowing through them, not seeing all the awesome transitions and moves, and then it's like, well, you just wasted the boss fight. I can understand all that, but grinding up souls and leveling up so that you're powerful enough for some parts is just a part of the game. However, I noticed that in this game, I rarely had to grind for anything. I never had to come back to a place I've been before to grind souls. I was always at just the right level, I felt. I realized right away that this is the type of game it's going to be, where you're going to see the same area a whole lot. And you'll see the same enemies to the point where you'll know every corridor and every enemy placement. I found that out right away, and I also found out you have to donate lives to learning how to beat areas and bosses. Never expected to be your first time to beat something. Always accept death multiple times if need be, because you'll always come back. And you'll be better. And I really like that aspect about these games. People who quit these games like Dark Souls or Bloodborne saying it's too difficult, I can't beat it. The only thing that's difficult is them. It's their stubbornness and unwillingness to change and learn from their mistakes. That's what beats them. It's not the game that beats them, it's themselves. So you can really tell, in Dark Souls players, you can really tell who a person is based on how they approach a game like this. Just something I've figured out. So it's really huge human aspect that these games have. Oh, hello, dog. That was random. Where did you come from? I don't even know where you would come from. Maybe from that door. I know there's a dog down here. Remember that Games Grump moment where Aaron's like, watch this, and he throws a Molotov cocktail right into this beam and blows up? That was incredible. They still haven't, you know what, on air, when this stream airs, when this stream goes up and is going up right now on the channel, the Game Grumps still haven't beaten it, Dark Souls 3, and I want them to beat it. I mean, Aaron is freaking just like ruining the experience. He's summoning as many people as he can for bosses instead of actually learning how to fight them on his own. And he's rushing through areas like, well, we don't have time for that, we'll just run through here and we'll do that. And it's like he's trying to rush through the series. I don't like that. He never did that with Bloodborne. Why is he doing that with Dark Souls 3? But I really hope he finishes it nonetheless, because although he's beaten it on his own somewhere else, you know, Dan has never seen it, so at least for his sake they should finish it. But I'm sure it's already recorded and about ready to go up. I know how editing works, running my own channel with Austin. So I know that some series you record and it's been a while. It's a while until some series get up, you know. I should head back and pick up Gray Rat in the cell. But I think I'll clear out this area first and then I'll finish up. First time playing through this area scared the crap out of me. Because I knew there was something big moving around in here and I had no clue. Like, there's just empty suits of armor everywhere. So it's like, what happened to them? There's no like bodies or anything. Wonder if I could backstab them. Oh, this is nice. See this? This is great. This is definitely me making progress right here. See that? This is beautiful. It's going to get to a point where he's going to turn at just the right angle and he'll see me. Just you wait. Don't want to get stuck there again. I'm closing the distance. Look at this. If this was a pre-rendered video and I was editing it, I'd totally have like some epic music playing, some Windows Movie Maker effects going on. Look at this. I'm almost there, everyone. I'm almost there. Look at this. Oh, I'm closing the distance. Oh, it's so close. Oh, I can smell the booty. And then of course I hit an invisible wall and it slows me down. Maybe I can cut them off. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, look at that. Oh, are you kidding me? Fine. Be that way. You know what? There. Freaking eat it, man. Yeah, you better fall and burn in the fire before you die and eventually come back because you're also undead too, probably. Oh, I forgot. Luckily he missed. Did you believe? And I still took the hit. And then... Oh, there you are. I was confused. You got hung up on the stairs, did you? Lion Knight. Look at this. Dark Souls 2 right there. I remember that armor from all those trailers. For some reason each game has its own suit of armor that like matches the main character supposedly. I think that's kind of cool. What I don't understand though is the Soul of Cinder's armor. In the intro cutscene, you can clearly see an unkindled bowing at the fire with that armor on. That's obviously the person that came before you in this game. Which actually that makes sense, because then it would be him that would be guarding the flame. So he picked the linking the first flame ending, huh? Because he's sitting there waiting for the next guy. So I wonder how long ago the intro cutscene was then. Like how many centuries must that have been before that knight kneeled before the coiled sword and went to the killing of the first flame? How long ago was that? Because that's definitely that poster boy. It's so weird. I mean, Dark Souls 1, you had the Elite Knight set, right? With the, like, the blue cloth, like Henri wears that in this game. She's a Knight of Astora. Hello. Yes, kick, please. That was a rookie mistake there. If you see someone kick in the middle of combat, they're probably new. Because if you press forward, if you attack forward, you're going to kick. So you can tell if they're new to the game or don't understand combat that much. That's what's happening, is that they're pressing forward. So that's a shortcut door if you didn't pick up on it already. I'll just cat ring my way down. Yeah, I think I got enough flask uses until the end of this area actually. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Soul Sender armor. So it's kind of weird. The poster boy of Dark Souls 1 is the elite armor set, which is that one guy, whoever that guy in the asylum is. Whoa, I thought I attacked. Whoever gives you the Estus flask in the undead asylum, that's the poster boy. And then Dark Souls 2 is the Lion Knight guy. And I don't know if you play as him or if he's his own guy. I think maybe you play as him. I have no idea. But he's that guy. And then Dark Souls 3, you have that armor. So I wonder if the DLC will have something to do with him. It's either that or it will be Lundor, because geez, Lundor isn't referenced a lot, and I've heard of things like New Lundo and New Lundor and all that. And I don't know if they're related, but it sounds like a very evil place. So I really hope that they'll have that in the DLC so we all will figure out what the heck it is. Even though I'm not a veteran of the series, I'm sure veterans want to know too. Hello, High Priestess.
Ah, the wait has been long, unkindled one. I am Emma, High Priestess of Lothric Castle. Allow me to speak frankly. You will not find the Lords of Cinder here. They
Liar.
have left. Gone.
You're lying.
To their head to the bottom of Forge On through the...
You're lying. You're holding one here right now. You know about it. Now, I don't know who was sick enough to figure this out, but if you kill her, she actually dies later on, spoiler alert. And if you kill her right now, the Dancer of the Boreal Valley boss will come down from the ceiling and you'll have to fight that, which is a later game boss. So in your first playthrough, don't kill her or you will never enter this room and live again for the rest of the game. The Dancer was difficult. For me, she was difficult. She was one of the bosses I was starting to rage against, because she would do these combos. It was really all about luck at the time. I probably wasn't a high enough level, and it was all about when she used a certain combo.
Unkindled will go through the great, but beware the vile.
So just in chronological order of progressing through this game, I won't kill her and fight the boss, and then continue on to Lothric Castle, and then like the unintended graves and those other areas, because just for progression's sake, I'll go the right way. So how long have I been streaming? About an hour now? I actually don't have anything up telling me how long. I don't even have my laptop here, so you guys could be spamming like inappropriate comments in there and I wouldn't know. Although it would probably pop up that, you know, someone's joined or commented. There's a summon sign. Oh, it's Swordmaster, that's right. Out of all the bosses in my first playthrough, Vort was the only one I summoned someone for, because I had never seen an NPC summon before. Because I saw, you know, I'd see all these other summons for other people, and I was like, Swordmaster, isn't that the guy I killed? So I summoned him and we fought Vort together. So that's the only summon I have ever summoned in my first playthrough. I fought all bosses on my own solo. Because that's not like a challenge run or anything, or like my honor. It's more like, that's how I play games. I play things alone. So, I'm not really a clan man unless it comes to like MMORPGs. And then I'd like a clan or a guild or, you know, a camaraderie. But in this, not right away. I like to do things alone and test the water. I think Vort, since he's the second boss, I thought to myself, oh my god, so all the bosses make you feel like you're going to die and have no chance. God, that is loud. Hello, Vort. I may die. I may actually die to Vort. No joke. Oh. I don't have my shield out. I have my flame. I want to test my flame. Wow, that does a lot of damage for a flame. I don't know what scaling that uses. Maybe intelligence? I have no idea. That does more damage than my greatsword. What do you think, everyone? Should I use my fireballs on him? Just like go full Bloodborne and screw shields? Let's do it. So the key to Vort is to get in his taint. You want to get in there, you want to get at that booty. Occasionally he'll get angry and then he'll whack you around a little bit, but then you'll get right back in there again. It's a little panic roll there. It's been a while. It's been a while, guys. Oh, here it comes. Oh, yeah, I knew it. That's the thing about playing on the PS4 instead of PC. You can see attacks coming and there's just not enough frame rate for your character to react. You can have precision perfect timing, but it's not going to help you. Alright, this is what I need to shield. No! That is not where you heal. Alright. That was bad. It's double chug. Oh! That's right, I gotta watch my stamina because I'm now frostbitten. So you gotta get in there, you gotta get in it. Get in the tank, you gotta get right in his groin. You gotta ride him like a wild bull, you gotta just get in there. You gotta stay away from the horns. That's what you get messing with the bull. You gotta get in there. There it is. That's all it takes. And then you take his soul, like the sadistic soul stealer you are. And then the giant vagina door opens. You can't tell me that isn't a vagina door. Like, the first time you look at it, you're like, that has some kind of symbolic meaning. So, of course, you're going to have all these messages saying, I did it. Which I think is just the most stupidest messages ever, because it's like, oh, he did it too. Huh. I'm going to like it because I can relate. So then you raise the banner here, and this is a cool shot. I probably should have showed the scenery a little bit more, but as you can see the entire world you're going to explore. For the rest of the game, you can see every area and every region you'll be in from that spot. And I think that's awesome. And then of course these things come up, and I'm first playthrough, I'm thinking, oh, another boss. Well, that's just great. And then I get thoroughly confused as they carry me off. You know, day one when I first bought the game, I made it into this place, the Undead Settlement, on the first day. I'm sure there's people that beat the game first day, but I think I played this game for about 8 straight hours the first day I got it, which is just incredible. Like, I'm not that type of gamer where I just sit down and that's all I do forever and ever and ever. That's not what I do. Maybe in the past that's what I would do, but I would play maybe for like 2 hours on a really good game and then, you know, I'd do something else. This game had me so hooked. This is all I would do. I would just forsake YouTube. I would get so behind on series I was watching because this game was just that good. I remember this part. The hounds of hell come out. I'll let them have their meal and I'll go over here. Oh, that's right, I forgot about Grey Rat. Poor Grey Rat is still up in Lothric. He's still up there, rotting in a cell, and I have his key. I have the key to his cell up there. Well, I guess I'll just have to stay, huh? Let's get this guy, though.
Please, grant me death. Undo my
Wonder what would happen if I would just kill him right here. If I just kill... I mean, he wants death. What would happen if I just killed him? You know what? I won't, because he gives me free levels. And I know that makes me hollow, but I can always get it cured. So what the heck?
Oh, then it's true. A champion of Ash, as I live and breathe. To be in your presence is a great honor. I am Yol of Londor.
Nice to meet you, Cloth Anus Face.
Somehow, I failed to die as was ordained.
Gotta wonder where these pilgrims came from. I'm guessing Londor.
Say, I was once a sorcerer.
Yeah, sure, you can give me your, like, 5 free levels, and then die. Because that's what he does. He gives you 5 free levels, and then he dies. If you haven't noticed by now, if you haven't played the game, this is spoiler-filled for you people. So, every time I meet a character, I'll probably say in about 3 words what's going to happen to him. This guy's oddly lit. I mean, doesn't he look oddly lit? Like he's of some importance? I guess all the others are too. Maybe it's the lamps they're carrying. Well, the dogs are still at it. That entire time they were still killing these things. They're pretty sloppy. Get out of here. By the way, someone joined. It's someone is actually watching this stream live, so I welcome you. Welcome to the stream. Since you're new here, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm just playing through Dark Souls 3. I have the Platinum Trophy, and I don't really care about collecting anything special. So it's like I'm just playing through it because I'm excited for DLC coming sometime in September. Also, I don't think I'll be able to read comments right now because obviously they won't show up, and I don't have my laptop right here, so I can't read them. So I probably should have said that, because now you'll be spamming like so many different things in chat, but that's fine. It won't ever show up again once this video is rendered in. It'll be gone. So here we are in the Undead Settlement. But there's a giant... Do I have my binocs on me? I don't. I should really put that on, because I'll be sightseeing in this playthrough. There it is. Binocs. The monocle was pretty nice in Bloodborne, because you could still like walk around and do stuff with it. Look at him. Look at that big friendly giant. That BFG up there with his archer. His giant massive arrows, which I wish I could shoot. Like my Dragon Slayer bow, I wish I was shooting those things. Like screw those Dragon Slayer arrows. So I found this area to be decently difficult. These guys were always difficult, even though they were easy to kill. Down there, you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of in Bloodborne in Central Yharnam. There's like all this mob going towards like a fire, like some kind of crucifixion thing in the middle of like a square. That's what that reminded me of. I'd never even played Bloodborne. I had just seen the Game Grumps play a little bit of it, and that scene, I remember it, and that reminded me of it. So these guys, I feel, are definitely Bloodborne inspired. Look at them all down there. Yeah, it's very mob-like. It's very much like the citizens of Yharnam. Oh, I missed the guy in the right corner. It's been so long, yet I've played this game so much. I'd be halfway into a room, and then I'd remember the placement of all the enemies in the room. So it's been just long enough that I'll forget, but once I get in, I'll remember again. I've been doing pretty good with controls. I haven't been pressing triangle to heal like in Bloodborne. I'll collect, this is Loretta's bone, right? Yeah, it is. I don't know who Loretta was, but I feel like Grey Rat owed her or something. Maybe she let Grey Rat go for some kind of thieving he did. Maybe. Or maybe Grey Rat stole that tear stone ring from her. And that's why he's like, geez, take this to Loretta. It's just a little trinket. And then you give him the bone, and it's like, oh, she was already dead. Kind of relieved, actually. So this evangelist here gave me a lot of problems back in the day. Oh! That's a hug you never want to get. It's like that creepy aunt you have, you know, that you just do not want to be hugged by. That's like how that is. No, don't hit me with your book. They were definitely a trouble for me my first time through the game. This is an Estus shard, yep. You know what, just for kicks, see how many Estus shards. Oh crap. That's right. There's no pause button in Dark Souls. 32 Estus shards. Does that show you how many times I played through the game? 26 undead bone shards. There's only 10. In one playthrough, there's only 10 Estus shards. You can only upgrade it 10 times, I think? No, it's probably more. I think maybe it's, yeah, it's undead bone shards that are 10, I think. It might be, how many do you start with? 3 flasks? And you can get 15 in total, so... God, I can't do math. What's wrong with me? 12. Right? Yeah, 12. Hello. So I don't know how long I'll be streaming for, but I figured that I'd make a substantial dent into this game before I quit. You know what? I figure I'm gonna beat the undead settlement. I'm gonna beat this area. Maybe I'll make it to the halfway fortress, past the crucifixion road, or the road of sacrifices, that's what it was. Oh boy, worker gloves, worker hat. Oh, this is some endgame stuff. This is some good stuff. You know what, maybe I'll put on the worker clothes. How would you guys like that for the last boss? I'll put on the worker clothes. Oh. Oh. Sounded like Vinny from Vine Sauce. Oh. So let's see. Should I go through here? Yeah. Could this be a soup? I don't even know what the heck that is, but I'm gonna applaud it. Jeez. Like, there's some messages that just make no sense, but are yet so awesome. There is actually soup right below me right now, but I don't even know if it's referencing that. Ow. Oh, you actually take 2 hits. I can't lock. What? Oh, there was only one. Okay. I was gonna say. Bloodborne does a cool thing where in the darkness you can't lock on to enemies even if you see them. And I think that's really cool. Here it is. Here's the soup the message was probably referring to. And then over here you get the Sunbro Covenant. Every single Sunbro Covenant item in this game is just abandoned. There's a Sunbro patch that's just right here in this kitchen. And I'm guessing that Sigurd, the Onion Knight, was in here because he makes the soup. So, maybe he left it? I don't know. But everything, even the destroyed Sunbro statue for the Covenant is just like, it's broken and abandoned. So it's like, ow, don't hit me. So it's like, what happened to the Sunbros? Did they all hollow out? I know obviously all the players are Sunbros, but you know, I wonder lore-wise what happened to the guys. It was such a magical moment meeting Solaire. Like, I'll be uploading my Dark Souls 1 playthrough all throughout this month. It was such a magical moment meeting Solaire because the moment I saw him, I didn't know who it was at first. I was just standing there, just looking out at this balcony, and then the sun radiating from above. And I see this, like, bucket-helmed man looking up at it, and I thought right away, that is Solaire. And it was Solaire, and it was just glorious. Take a quick drink here. It's so cool, like, it's very weird. It almost has a Star Wars prequel effect to it, where if you watch the original Star Wars, the original trilogy, you know what happens. You know, if you go back to the prequels, you'll be like, Anakin becomes Darth Vader. You know it. But you don't know the in-between. You don't know how he got there. So it's kind of like playing Dark Souls 3 and then playing Dark Souls 1. You know what's going to happen in the future. You've heard all these legends about Lord Gwyn, the witches of Izalith. You've heard all these things, and then you go back to play it, and they're live. They're living legends right there in front of you. And I think that's just a really cool way to play through it, even though I missed all the references in my first playthrough of this game. But still. To anyone that says this isn't a good game because it borrows too heavily on the other games, you're wrong. I played this game blind for the entire series, and I believe this was the best game I had played in years. So you're just wrong. Let's get up there and finish that witch. No, she jumps down, doesn't she? Where did she go? That's weird. She usually jumps down. Huh. That's awfully strange. I'll just tank you. I'll tank your hits. Thank you very much. Backstab. That is so much freaking damage, like 1400 damage. That Hornet's Ring, man. I know that there's runes in Bloodborne, which I guess act as your rings, and you equip the runes and it gives you like plus 10% visceral attack, which is a critical attack in Bloodborne. But it's like, I feel like the Hornet Ring, oh, here we go. Oh, this is an NPC. I feel like the Hornet Ring is just out of proportion. It's a difference between taking off like a quarter of someone's health and one-shotting them. Holy Knight Hodrick is pretty tough. Oh, that would have hurt. Oh no. Okay. Come up here. Come out here. Where there's more room. Come up here where there's more room, Holy Knight Hodrick. Would you please stop going into your stance? You're not scaring me with that. Come on. Even though you did one-shot me in the past with that, you might one-shot me again. NPCs in New Game Plus, I feel like that's where the difficulty creep is. All the enemies seem the same, but the NPCs are ridiculously difficult. You know what? Let's parry him. That was bad. Okay, never mind. He barely even hurts me. He's got a decent amount of health though. Whoa! 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 I am astounded. That's some good AI right there. He's using power within. Well, that'll keep hurting him. Well, and then he uses the... Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Well, how about I do it, too? Yeah, that's right. You see, I was a mad spirit once. Oh, I was bad. It's alright, I got this. Watch. Oh, shoot. There we go. He's probably dead. Yeah, he did. That was cool, though. That was so freaking cool. When I parried him and he's like, oh yeah, boom, he just parries me right back. That's really cool. There's a lot of good AI in these invader NPCs. That was definitely cool. I think I might, when this video renders and goes up on the channel, I might put a highlight time for that. I'll probably put highlight times for bosses, so I'll let people know like how far I am and like what I fight in each live stream, because these are going to be pretty long. And I understand that people don't like watch the whole thing. They only look for the highlights, so I'll probably be showing highlights. Or I'll put the timestamps for those. Those saw blade guys used to be just the bane of my existence back in my first playthrough. That was where it was really difficult, were these special enemies. It wasn't necessarily the normal enemies, although the normal enemies could be also just as tough. But those special enemies were definitely a pain. I mean, this is the first special enemy that I really feared. Hey, have some black fire. I don't really use pyromancy all that much. I'm glad I'm using it more now, and it's quite effective. I mean, look at that. You could serve, you could serve that cheese at a deli. That's some fine cheese. I learned right away. Look at this guy. He's like, nope. Nope, not gonna deal. Oh, what is he fighting? Is he fighting an invader? It looked like he was fighting an invader. I don't know what walks that fast. Looked like he was fighting an invader. But, as I was saying, yeah, no kidding. I always thought that was cool when I first came into the game, those arrows. But yeah, found out right away that you need to respect every single enemy as a worthy opponent. Because if you don't, they will kill you. Even these guys that get one shot. I could die if they gang up on me and I don't respect them. Here comes the arrow. Oh, I failed to dodge. There we go. Ow. 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 See what I mean? Look at all that health gone. And they barely do any damage. I'll just let the giant take him out, because that's what's shooting at me. Where does he get all these arrows from, by the way? Like, does he just pull them out of his butt? When you go up there, there aren't nearly that many arrows left. This won't be... Oh, no! I just realized that I only died once. I've only died once, and that was to Invader. So this entire way, I've only died once. In a Dark Souls game, that's incredible. So let's see how far I can make it. Yeah, I knew I was going to get hit there. I just didn't want to roll bad. It's all about timing. See? You gotta rely on my roll invincibility. Hello. He took a little bit of that arrow too. Is he gonna stop shooting? Oh, come on, that was through the tree, bro. Okay, he's never gonna stop shooting. I thought he did. Cleric gear. See, now he stopped shooting. Though he's done fighting, I guess I better stop shooting now, because it won't be an inconvenience to him anymore. Poison bite ring. Oh, why was that so slow? That was very slow reaction time with my character. I think it's because I stopped while I was sprinting. Yeah, see, he does that little, like, little Sonic thing. You know, in Sonic, when you're running real fast, and then you're like, you go the other way real quick, and then you, like, you know, it does the tire shriek sound. That's a great sight. That giant would stop. Thank you. So, to get into a covenant that's in here, there's to be a mad phantom. That is the Mound Maker's Covenant, which are just the serial killers. I have a video up on the channel that's like, I'm chasing down someone I invaded as a mad phantom. And I put like creepy music, and then I have like the Friday the 13th as I close in on them. That's exactly what it's like when you invade someone as a mad phantom. No one is on your side, and you don't need to kill the host. You can kill, if he has a phantom, you can just kill the phantom, and you'll be like, alright, I'm good. I'll go home now. Enjoy your playthrough. So I like that. Rosaria's fingers. I mean, it's just, there's a giant dick just right on their symbol. That's just them. Not really. I understand why people invade. It can be fun. Most of the time it isn't. I hate invading, because when I invade, there's like 4 people, and I'm alone, and they don't bow or anything. Then again, I am invading, so I don't expect them to. still, you should at least, like, let me fight you all 1v1, and then they're like, no, I have no skill, I gotta use my great axe and I gotta hit you. There's only 3 things I know. The 3 things I know is the control stick, the circle, and the R1. Even though I've been mostly using R1 this entire time, but look at my sword! It's a great sword. It isn't an ultra, it isn't a long sword, it is a great sword. It's just the right amount of brute force and finesse. Beautiful. So if you realize I get scatterbrained and forget a point I was going to make, that's me. So, as I was saying, the Mad Phantom Covenant, the Mound Makers, in there, if you kill that boss before you do another thing, you will not get into it. What you need to do is one of those big guys with the saw blades, you know? One of those guys with the saw blades is right up there. Up in that general region, there was a bridge, you know, back with the Bloodborne, like, flame pile with the evangelist and the mob crowd. There's a bridge right there, and you go over the bridge, you go to the right around the building, and then you follow that path over a building, and then you drop down over there. Yep, you can see the dangling body right there. There's a big guy with a cage. He will not attack you as long as you've beaten the boss. And in fact, you go up behind him, get in the cage, because that's obviously the first thing you would do, right? You would get up behind a guy and try to do an action with him, right? No. First time I went up there was actually before I fought this boss. And you know what? I killed him because each and every other one tried to kill me, so. It took me to New Game +3, I think, before I figured, okay, there's another covenant, how do I join it? And I had to look it up. So that's the only thing I think I looked up for Dark Souls 3. That's right, all those rings I found on my own. Took me to New Game +4 just to get all them rings. God, it wasn't the pyromancies, it wasn't the miracles. Even though, oh God, I forgot about those guys. Yes, this is healing. See this? Looking through binoculars is healing. Excuse me. No, but, I mean, it was difficult getting those spells and stuff because they were, most of the time, the tough ones to get would be the Covenant rewards. Because it's like, you only unlock them if you would turn in like 30 reward items for a Covenant. And that means 30 victories in PvP, which means you have to get a match where you aren't getting ganked. That's right, that's how difficult that is. So that was a little tough doing that. Failure. I never worked harder for a platinum trophy. Because I wanted to review this game and I'm like, what would make my review stand apart from everyone else's? I mean, everyone has a first impressions review where it's like, you know, you play it for a good hour or so, or maybe 20 hours like Star Wars Battlefront. And then you're like, okay, well, it's pretty fun. And then you play it for like 10 more hours and you're like, this is boring now. Now it's boring. There's no more content. So then your review changes of the game. So I figured, you know what? If I had a platinum trophy for this game, that would give me a whole lot more, you know, credential and actual, like, value to this review. So I worked real hard to get that platinum trophy. And I do have it. You can look on my profile and it's right there. I was going to include it in the review, a screenshot of the platinum trophy when it pops up, But it's like, of course I didn't put that in, I forgot, so.
Aha, unkindled, are we?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to my abode. I am Cornix, an old pyromancer. A crow in his cage, as you see.
I see.
But here we are. An encounter for the ages.
I just love the sarcasm in these NPCs' voices.
Make for fine vessels. Care to learn some path?
Yeah.
Most wise. To reiterate, the pleasure is mine.
I like Cornix. I didn't get Grey Rat out of his cell in my first playthrough until a little while later when I came back. Cornix was my first NPC that I really met. And I liked him. You know, for everyone being so cruel in this freaking horrible world that shouldn't exist. Oh, that's right, I used the bonfire. Oh, yeah. I was going to say, I killed you. I'm back. Get down, I'm back. And smash you. Yeah, and you're dead. Unfortunately. Alright. So I gotta go to the bathroom actually, but I don't want to end the stream yet. So you know what I'm gonna do? This might be entertaining for anyone watching. And I'm not gonna edit this out. If you're watching this on the channel right now, you can just skip ahead. You know, you have the little preview window when you mouse over the little thing down there for searching for a point in the video. It shows you the little preview window, so you'll be able to see when I'm out of the bathroom playing again. But you might actually enjoy this because I might be invaded. So this is my plan, everyone. Oh, I'm colored the wrong. This is what I hate about hiding as props in Dark Souls. Everything has a tint to it. Everything has a tint. Look how out of place I look to these other freaking jars. That would never go right. So you know what I'm gonna do? No. That's what I do. What do I do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm a master of prop hunt, everyone, just so you know. Gmod prop hunt, I'm a master. So, something like this, nobody's gonna find me, okay? So I will be right back, everyone. I'm actually gonna mute my mic, and I will be right back from the bathroom. If I can figure out how to mute it. These PS4 things are cheap, gotta admit. Yeah, that doesn't make me stand out at all, does it? I'm back. Have I been invaded? Nope. Oh, how disappointing. Well, that's what happens. These PS4 controllers, guys, like I set it down on my leg. This is what happens when I set it down on my leg. These triggers, these are very nice triggers, and I felt like they were like, Xbox has some really nice triggers. You know, Xbox controller really cool, and well, these triggers, they stick out. That's the problem. So when you set it down, like top down, it bumps into things. So it's a little bit of a design flaw there, but still much improvement over the PS3 and PS2 controllers. Felt like those were too small. This fits my hand so perfectly. I remember playing Halo 3 with my nephew many years back, and that was like my favorite game ever for a long time. I can't go that way. I need to go down. Get my bearings here. The evangelist is back. Guess what? Cat ring. Hello, doggy. You got confused. Okay, come on. There we go. Cat ring, however, if you fall from such a high height that it would kill you no matter what health you're at, like if you're at full health and you fall and it would kill you, it will kill you. If you, even if you have the cat ring on. I guess that's its way of balancing it, but I always thought it was quite a handy ring. Hello. I remember first seeing this rat, I was like, oh, this, I know how this game's going now. Everything's a trap. Everything is a trap. I'm drinking fruit punch, everyone. No, fruit punch Gatorade. That's just how hot it is out. Here I am live streaming a video game and I'm sweating. That's just how bloody hot it is. So we got that shortcut open. Through here, this is how you rescue your miracle vendor. That is Arena of Karim, I believe. She was a failed firekeeper, blind like firekeepers, and she was a nun in a nunnery, and she has a knight look after her, and on the surface it looks like he doesn't care, but if he didn't care, he'd be long gone. Or maybe he takes his oath because he's supposed to protect her. Maybe he takes his oath seriously. Maybe he really doesn't care for her, but just knowing that she's safe by his side, that's respecting his oath. And if that's so, he has great honor. Ow. Ow. Unlike these guys who want to gang up on you and cut you up and do all kinds of bad things. Yeah, this was a tough area first time around. Oh, I love this. You know it's going to go horribly wrong. Everyone knows. Everyone watching right now knows this is going to go horribly wrong. I didn't even hit him. I just kicked at the air and then he slammed me into the ground. That's great. Oh no. There. I told you. What did I tell you? If it can go wrong, it will go wrong in a Dark Souls game. You know, I have died more to bosses that are on one more hit of health than I have on any other time. No joke. I have died to bosses who have one hit left more than any other time in their fight. Do not underestimate a boss. Do not think, well, he's got one hit left, you know, I can just run in there, take some damage. No, you will die before you can hit him. If you take that attitude, you're going to die first. Trust me. Play it as if he still has 100% health left. So here he is. Here's the knight I was talking about.
Another one of those unkindled, are you? All you faceless undead. No matter. If you've any sense, you go find a coffin to hut you here, in this land of hollows. If, like the others, you're fool enough to play the champion, then go on ahead. You'll face death. Enough death to leave you.
You know, I feel like this guy is speaking to the new players, because when I talked to him, I definitely thought he's telling me that this game is hard and that I will die over and over again. To a Souls veteran, that's in their blood, you know, they know that already, but I felt like this guy is talking to you as if you're a newbie, which his character is. Your character just comes out of the ground, out of a coffin, with a duty.
If, like the others, you're fool enough to play the champion, then go on ahead. Hopeless. The whole lot of you.
It is kind of true. We are like moths flittering to a flame. I mean, you know, should the world be saved by linking the flame? Should it go into darkness? It's all a cycle. If the flame is linked, you know, life goes on. If it isn't linked, life goes on, but everything's dark. And then the flame comes back again eventually. So it's all a cycle, except for the third ending. And that's so much of a spoiler that I won't say it. That was actually my first ending. For my first playthrough, that was the ending I got, the Lord of Hollows ending. I don't know why people said it's a secret ending. Well, if I paid attention a little bit, if you just pay attention a little bit, you can figure it out. I knew from the get-go, like, you know, Yoel, the guy I just rescued down at the bridge, the pilgrim that said he was trying to die. I mean, I knew right away when I talked to him, like, this guy's pretty evil, but I'm gonna see what his plan is. And the moment I saw my character was starting to look withered, I didn't know what hollowing was because I was new to the series. I knew something had gone horribly wrong and that I had a dark sign thing, a dark sigil. Hello, Sigvard. Hi. Sorry, last playthrough on New Game +4, I killed you because I was bored and I wanted to see how you fought. But I won't kill you this time. Actually, he gives me a Titanite slab later on in the game. So I'll keep him for that.
Oh, pardon me, I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegwart of Katarina. To be honest, I'm in a bit of a pickle.
No, you're in an onion.
Have you ever walked near a white birch only to be struck by a great arrow?
Many times, yes.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, they come from this tower.
You're not mistaken.
Whoever it is, I'm sure I can talk some sense into them.
No, you just gotta wave a white branch in front of his face and he's fine.
And that's just the trouble. Well,
yep.
That doesn't get me anywhere.
Uh-huh. I know, it's so weird. I don't know how you're going to get up there, man. I mean, it's like, look at that. The lift goes right down. I mean, I don't know what you're going to do. I mean, the lift goes down and then it comes back up. I mean, I have no idea. You know, those Onion Knights are just the most fiercest warriors, but it's just a miracle that someone like Sigurd hasn't died yet, you know? Because in a game like this, you'd think like patches would kick them into a hole or something. Good fellow ahead.
Who are you?
Make peace.
I help any time.
Thank you.
I help any time.
See, look how many arrows he has. He has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He has 12 arrows, everyone. He has 12 arrows. And then we look, there it is. And we look down there, and it's like the whole thing is arrows. Like, where does he get those arrows? Does he pull it out of his bum? Maybe. What is this? Magic ahead. It's pointing this way. Oh, well, I see the demon, but it has 5 appraisals. What are you looking at? What am I missing? Now I'm curious. It doesn't show me much. Okay, there's nothing in the distance. I have no idea what he's referencing, but there's 5 appraisals, so I must just not get it. Maybe the appraisals are bad. I mean, you never know. Oh, no! I try to make it. But, you know, those appraisals, you don't know if it's a good appraisal or a bad one. I don't know if it only counts the good ones.
Oh, but thanks to you, an epiphany has struck me square in the head. I've unraveled the riddle of this inscrutable lift. On some days I begin to doubt myself. I went up the tower, so I'm not exactly sure. Anyhow, do you see that? I'm no coward and I've a steady hand, but now, think twice before you go down that road.
Okay. You know, think of how old Onion Knight must be. He's friends with Yorm the Giant, who oh, message related. Thank you. Think of how long he's been, you know, out doing his journey, his quest or whatnot. Probably as a sunbro. And it's like, he's friends with Yorn, and think of how long Yorn has probably been a Lord of Cinder. And he was friends with Yorn so long before that, you know, it's just so long ago. It's amazing he hasn't hollowed. He's kept his spirit for so long. Let's do this. Wonder how well pyromancy works. Wonder if I could sneak. You think I could sneak, everyone? Oh, he walks really fast. What? Oh, he found Sigurd.
No! You should have waited! Well, it's too late now. I, Sigurd of the Knights of Katarina, fight by your side.
No, you should have waited. If it's all, you waited the longest you could have waited, and then I came down and I made him come after me. That's funny. You know, as fearsome as he looks, he isn't that tough. I say as I fail to hit him. tag team him. He's angry. Guess what? He's gonna be dead. He's dead. He gave me a fire gem. Does he give me a fire gem or a soul in the past? I thought he gives a soul. Is it because I already have one? I don't think so. Oh yeah, these are all the boss souls, by the way. I usually just break them up because I have all the boss weapons, so I usually just use them for souls, but I don't. I want to collect them like I'm collecting souls. Oh, Sigurd.
That was quite a performance, but you mustn't get in over your head.
I didn't really do anything.
We Unkindled must put our duties first.
What, killing things are pretty much our duty.
For the moment, we've a toast to make.
Oh. Yes, the Siegbrow.
To your valor, my sword, and our victory together. Long may the sun shine.
Yep. You know what? I'll drink it right now. In your honor. Nice.
Well, I'm going to have myself a little nap. The only thing to do, really, after a nice toast.
Okay. Don't let the hollow bugs bite. Alright, so now that we beat the boss in this area, I'm going to explore it. I'm going to get a large club. Get a large club together, you know. Get all my wood friends. What kind of a joke is that? Northern armor? Northern armor has to be the most unoriginal looking thing. Like, if you want an ugly, if you want freaking ugly fashion, like the opposite of fashion souls, you want like something extremely ugly, look at Aaron's character on the Game Grumps. Look at his freaking character. He's got the northern helm, he's got the sunlight, he's got like Solaire's sunlight chest plate, and just all this, oh, it just looks so bad. He's just dark sword, like nothing matches. It's the most, and not only that, but his character, when the character gets hit, it's like, oh, it's the most obnoxious noise. Come on. Not to hate on the Game Grumps or anything, but I feel like just their playthrough of that has been the worst I have seen. Although there's been funny moments in it, just like in Bloodborne. But they did a way better job with Bloodborne. Except for the ending. I can't believe they did everything to get the true ending, and then they didn't. They didn't get it. But I'm avoiding those spoilers for now because I haven't gotten that ending yet. So I don't really know what happens. I don't think I'll be streaming that one. The whole Bloodborne thing, where I get the other endings and try to get the platinum trophy for that. Unless you guys want to see that. I don't know. I'd like to experience it on my own. Hello, ladies. Don't mind me, just walking in. Wow, you both did not care. You just turned right around, ready for action. Oh. That hurt. Oh, what am I stuck on? What was I stuck on? There was nothing there but a wall. And I rolled in the direction of the stairs. That's weird. Don't hit me with your, whatever it's called, gnawing. No, that was the upgraded one. That was the gnawing. I mean, every spell that's in the game, I have it. What was her what was that spell? It wasn't the gnawing, unless it is gnawing. It is, it's gnaw. I have the Dorothy's gnawing, which I used to use in PvP, because that was kind of effective. If there was a tank class guy who has out his shield, I'd like to just spam him with that, because that builds up bleed. Although it probably doesn't build it up as fast as if he was a mage. I'm a really tanky class in this game. Unfortunately, it doesn't really work well because there's no poise, so you can't really like tank it out, you know? Oh yeah, there was an item down here. I probably should show you guys that. Like, I'm going to be trying... I'm not going to be 100% completionist. I'll just be in all the areas and regions. But, show you guys this ring. This is an important ring here, the covetous serpent ring, +2. That is nice, because that gives you a lot of souls. Oh, that hurt. No, it didn't, because I have the cat ring. Why is there... oh yeah, I knocked it off. I was going to say, there was a giant demon walking around here. Why was there a dog down there? Look at this. Look how they set you up. Look at this level design here, how they set you up. There's these cage things, and it's like, oh, that one's colored differently than the others. It must be an enemy, and it isn't. And then you think, oh, I must be safe. La 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 la. I'm so gullible. And you come in here, and then they attack you and stuff. Yeah. Funny. Ha ha ha. From software. Yeah. It almost gets predictable. The traps are so numerous and stuff, it's like you can see it coming from a mile away. And then that's when the crystal lizards come in, where it's like, I know it's going to lead into a trap, but I need that crystal lizard, you know? So then they win you over into the trap with that. It's very good game design. These games are masterpieces, man. I'd never experienced something like this. If this was Bloodborne, I wouldn't even need the cat ring and I'd totally survive that fall. But this isn't Bloodborne. Fall damage is catastrophic. Ha ha ha. Because I have the cat ring. Anyways. What does the note say? Finger ahead. Screw you, man. I know I have the cat ring, but I don't know if I fell all the way down, if it would kill me or not, even with the cat ring. Because there are some points where if you fall too far, it'll kill you no matter what. Is there an item back here? Nope. Wallop. Alright. It's time to face this boss. I only have 5 flasks. You know what? That'll be good. Yeah, 5 flasks, whatever. Let's fight him. Yeah. I'm just going to ignore everyone. Just going to ignore all the enemies. I don't even care about the enemies. Come here, you big tree. Come at me, bro. Here I am. Yeah, that's right. I'm right here. Hello, sir. How's it going? Alright. Time to hit your pulpus masses. Nice. Thank you for helping me, big tree. I know, these guys can be really annoying. I mean, always praying to you. Especially when you're naked. I mean, look at this junk hanging out. They should really respect you more. Let's get in here. You know what? There's some others. Yeah, there's one right there on his leg. I should hit that. Oh, that was just luck. Oh, that was just luck too. One on his arm. Oh, I'll I'll just go for the mass. I'll be safe. Oh, I'll be safe and go for the mass on his crotch. Actually, he has a lot of health. I think it's just because I'm not hitting his... Okay, you can... Alright, alright. There you go. Nice, okay, I'll heal once. Let's see, any more Pulpus Masses? Any more Pulpus Maximus? There's one. Ow, excuse me, you put the hammer and sickle into my face. He's got his floating egg sacs up there. Dude, you need to get that checked out. It's bad lice. Alright, let's get the other one. Of course, I cannot reach it, and of course my character does one more swing before I can two-hand it. And here comes the next phase. Good thing I have the Catling, guys. Alright. Still didn't hit it. You can believe it. Let's hit his back once. He's going to roll back. See, he's mildly predictable. Certainly have both of them. Oh wow, I didn't even know I could hit those. That's cool. Any on that arm? No. Oh, he's coming with the grabby hand. Oh, that's not good. There's one. Oh, hello, grabby hand. No matter how many times I play this game, freaking bosses they can get to you. Alright, let's get this one. Back away. I can take the damage. That's well worth it. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble. No, I'm good. Alright, I'm gonna heal. There we go. Ow. Oh, and he's gonna back slap. That is such a man. Look at that move. Like you think you dodged it, and then the hand comes back and slaps you. I love it. I just love it. Oh no, I should dodge. Oh, good. This is a Bloodborne. My character can't react as fast as I can. Oh, I killed him. Victory dance. So that's how you get the transposing kiln. That's what you use to get the boss weapons. Oh yeah, I didn't show you how to join that Mound Maker's Covenant. So now you have Holy Knight Hodrick here dead. And if you do the Cirrus quest line, he's not dead because for some reason, I don't know. Could you imagine he's just down here praying to his like murder victims like spine vertebrae? And suddenly the ceiling caves in and a giant like tree thing crushes him. That'd be a way to die. Ah, old codger. Yep. Oh, he even has... Oh. What kind of a sword is that? What kind of a sword is that? He's got to be using some kind of sword. That's weird. I don't know. Anyways. Wonder, do I actually have any? I have no covenant on me right now. I'm covenantless. Yeah, I do. I have some vertebrae shackles. Yay. I'm already maxed out. I'm maxed out with every single faction, every single covenant, so it's like, it doesn't matter. I gotta check. Is my mic still on? PlayStation. Well, I don't know if it'll work from here. I wonder if it will work from here. Okay, never mind. I just checked. I checked and it was totally fine, actually. Yep. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. It shows that my mic is doing it. So I made good progress here. I'm not going to return back yet. I'm going to go to the dilapidated bridge, and I'm going to go into the next area, and I think I'm going to make it to the halfway fortress, and that's where I'll probably end. I think that's a good stopping point, a good halfway, I guess you could say. Even though this is the 6th time now. That's right, the 6th time playing through this game. I should also go back and buy the key. You know what? I'm going to do that in another episode. I'm going to do that in another live stream where I buy the key. I'm going to go back, rescue everyone. Oh, hello. Let me just claw through you all. That's something they added into Dark Souls, the blood on your armor. In Bloodborne, it's so ridiculous, like you're totally covered in it. There's so much freaking blood in Bloodborne. I mean, oh my god, the freaking gore. There's so much that you get used to it, and then you're like, in real life, you're like, you know, if I had to crawl through a bloody, gory field, if my life depended on it, I had to crawl over bodies and just intestines everywhere, I would be totally just absolutely like used to it. You could totally relate. Because of freaking Bloodborne and just how much blood there was. Jeez. Time for night. Tough enemy ahead. What do you mean? It's only 7:32. It's not night. I'm funny. Give me your ember. Alright, so here's how I figured out how to beat this, guys. You thought Aaron was bad at cheesing? Look at this. You already know what I'm gonna do. Just from that, you already know what I'm gonna do. That's right, you can do it. You can do that. That's exactly what you can do. These guys, I don't know what it is about them. Maybe they're sporadic attacks, but I cannot, like even now, I cannot fight them one-on-one without a super difficult battle. There's always a huge chance of me dying to them because they're so spastic, these Outrider Knights. So on my first playthrough, I did this. Hi! Hi! Whoa! Oh, he jumped it. Oh god, I might actually... Yeah, that might actually happen. See, Dark Souls, everyone. You don't respect your enemy, they won't respect you. And you will die. Exactly what I said. If you don't respect every single enemy, if you don't take each enemy seriously, they're going to wreck you. I got pretty much infinite embers at this point, so I'll just keep using them every time I die. I'll just run. Run. Oh, those Outrider Knights, like I cannot get the timing down for them, and I'm sure people out there are like, well, it's pretty easy. Well, I guess I just haven't dedicated enough time to trying to learn. That's my problem. There were like 6 attacks coming at me once there, and I didn't know which one to time for. I timed for those pretty well. Oh no, I'm gonna have to switch out. Oh no, I'm going to have to switch out the elevators. So you know what that means. No, I don't. Because I brought it back up for the hole. Good, I got lucky. And there's my souls. I don't even really care about my souls. I can go without leveling up a single time in this playthrough. Come here, Outrider Knight that's gone crazy by the Pontiff's eye rings. Because the Pontiff, for some reason, hates life in this world, and so he wants to make everyone's life a living hell. I mean, let's count how many things the Pontiff has done, okay? Like, everyone thinks that, like, Aldrich is bad. No, the Pontiff freaking... The Aldrich in general was Pontiff's doing. Aldrich bloated up. He ate too many men. He loved the taste of man too much, and he bloated up, and he stuck him in a cathedral, made him Lord of Cinder. And then Pontiff made Gwendolyn, like brought out Gwendolyn or something. Something happened where Pontiff set up the situation where Aldrich devoured Gwendolyn. And then the freaking, what's her name? Yorshka, trapped in the prison tower because of Pontiff. Come on, lock on, bro. Goodbye. See, that's how you kill the Outrider Knight. And then you get his sword, which everyone loves. I didn't really like it, tell the truth. Maybe in PvP it would be useful because it has frostbite, but I don't know. And then Pontiff has these Outrider Knights. Vort, that boss we just fought before in Lothric, Vort of the Boreal Valley, he's an Outrider Knight. The Dancer is probably a descendant of Guinevere, which is one of the original people in Dark Souls 1, so is Gwendolyn. So it's like, the Pontiff freaking just ruined everyone's day. And not only that, but I think he's like the most flashiest boss, and I think he's awesome. But yeah, praise the sun required ahead. Why? There's nothing ahead that requires praise. Oh, that's right. You praise the sun no matter what. It's always required. Silly me. So I'm going to head back to Firelink's Shrine, and I think I'll end it here. We made some pretty good progress. In the next live stream, I'll head back. I'll get Grey Rat out of his cell. I'll give him Loretta's bone. Then I'll... What else will I do? I'll get Arena of Kyrim. Oh yeah, this is my message, by the way, that I put. This is my best legendary message here. If only I had a life. So obviously all the people that rated good got the joke, and then the people that rated poor were like, man, that's depressing. But I was looking through, like, I didn't know how to work the templates and all that, and I realized, oh, you can add more in a gesture. Oh, that's cool. And so I was messing around with what I could do, and I matched up If Only I Had a Life. And I was like, oh my god, that's brilliant. So I put that down. Hello. So I really like how each message, like, we can interact with each other with a stinking marker on the ground. That's hilarious. That's just mystical on its own. So we brought Cornix back.
There you are. I wish to express my gratitude for trusting the lowly pyromancer and allowing me to gaze upon this majestic flame.
I know, you're looking at my crotch. Is it on fire?
But first, you'll need a flame of your...
Oh, don't give me your flame. I have my flame. Don't burn yourself.
What is it?
Even though I'm a master of every single pyromancy miracle and spell in the game, but don't burn yourself. Here you go, Cornix. Here you go. I go heal you. You're a nice guy. Andre, are you done making the ultimate god weapon? I mean, geez, you've been working on that sword since how many millennia ago in Dark Souls 1? Here we are, and there's, you know what, I'll give the transposing kiln to Ludlith up here. The Zarya's finger guy's up there, I see him over there.
All that unkindled and look not.
Yeah, I know, you're a Lord of Cinder, yes I know. Here you go.
Belike thee better day. Now, transposition in transposing thy purpose.
Yeah, so see, I have all these souls and stuff that I can turn into boss spells, miracles, swords, bows, you know, all that stuff, rings. I think I got all of them, I think. Maybe not the Demon's Fist, which is a fun weapon I've seen.
Treat the she is much like thee.
Yeah, I know. I know the lore. I know all the lore in this freaking game. Played it enough. So here's the Rosaria's finger guy.
Unkindled are we?
Yep.
And fast on the trail of the Lords absconded?
Yep.
And these red eyes are for you. Use them to pillage embers. And briefly, what else are unkindled ashes good for?
You know what? I had never resurrected Rosaria in this quest line. I have actually used the soul for a miracle because I wanted the platinum trophy. So I figured, well, I'm going to use it for that freaking miracle so I get the platinum trophy. So I never resurrected her. So maybe I didn't max out that covenant. Maybe I need to, I wonder what else I can get. Because I got the, obviously I have every ring in the game, so that means I got the ring. I got the obscuring ring from her. I don't remember what else she gives. She has to give something else, right? I even have a pale tongue on me right now. I could get some more. Maybe I'll live stream that, but maybe I'll do that. So I won't kill you right now, just because you know, you're a general bad guy, so I won't kill you straight out right now. I'll save you for later. Alright, is there anything else I wanted to do? Yes. Okay, first of all. Yes, yes. Oh, that's right. I never spoke to you. Oh, ashes. Gracious. Gracious. You give her the poop ashes. Gracious. Passing fine ash thou hast given. And it's like, it's poop. I'm giving you poop. Gracious. So I like how the Firelink armor, poster boy armor is still there in New Game Plus. Keys. Yes. Grave key. I could get the tower key now, but I feel like for this playthrough I want all the NPCs in here, and I know if I wait I'll get patches if I go up the tower. If I do it right now I won't. I'll get patches in the cathedral, and I don't know, like, I don't know how to time it. It's been so weird. I've gone up the tower multiple playthroughs without patches being there, so I feel like it's the timing. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the cathedral area, not speak to Sigurd down in the well, and maybe that will have patches come here. I don't know. So I'm going to save that for later.
Ashen one, huh?
Yep, yep. I think he gives you something.
Good. But what do you really know? Let's take a right and proper cleric. He ate so many that and they made him such as a lord, I suppose.
Here's the origin of where I got that lore.
At the foot of Lothric Castle, an old hark. It was used to transport sacrifices to if
Yep.
You haven't given up yet. You can make better.
Yeah, and then he gives you a gem. Man, he is so sad. And once in a while, I don't know if people have noticed this on their playthroughs. Once in a while, you know that grave with the sword? I'll actually show you it, you know what? Actually, I never went back here. That's what I get for not locking on. Yeah, I never went back here. This grave has some kind of significance because that sword, if I have done my research, that sword belongs to Artorias the Abyss Walker, and supposedly he was like the Kyle Katarn, he was like the Chuck Norris of the Dark Souls series, and that's his sword. And the Abyss Watchers followed in his path of fighting the Abyss, but I think eventually he fell to it, like most do. So, being an Abyss Watcher, Hawkwood comes down here once in a while and rests before this grave, and eventually he leaves his shield, and then for some reason he then wants to become a dragon, and he tries to kill you in the mausoleum, trying to get your dragon headstones and stuff, and it's like, dude, your priorities are just messed up, man. You've been wearing way too many clutch rings. Anyways. Anything else I wanted to do? Yes, the reason why I wanted to go up here in the first place. I wanted to get a seed of a giant tree. And it's still loading. And it's still loading. And it's still loading. It thought I was done. I came in and it's like, you wouldn't want to go outside again, right? Still loading. I mean, the Hunter's Dream in Bloodborne, like, that's easy to make, but this, it's still connected to a huge world. Oh, really? I was invaded, though. Guess I need to wait a little bit. So yeah, the tower key goes up in there. The crow is on top of the shrine. But I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. This is the part where you go to the time thing down at the bottom, browsing the previews to see when I finally get up there, and you skip ahead and you miss all this dialogue, this witty dialogue that I make while I'm trying to get up here. You miss it all, skipping to the part when I finally make it up into the roof. It's going to be sad, and you'll never know it. You'll never know it. I can say anything now. I can like make, there we go. Good, I was getting into bad territory there. Okay, so you obviously skipped ahead. Thank you for missing that. Nearly fell. It's fine. Talk to me, crow. You, PP, pump-a-rump, yeah. Now something weird happens where if you only hit, I wonder if I can only hit one sometimes, because like sometimes one of those won't clear up. And this is where you get your covetous silver serpent ring, which is wonderful because it gets you more souls. Yeah, look at that skill. I mean, I do have the cat ring, so I can like, I can like jump from any height here, but hello, Firekeeper. Yep. Okay. Okay. So I'm not gonna level up. I mean, I don't think I want to level up or anything. So instead, I'm just gonna probably leave it at that. There's an amazing message, by the way. It's amazing a message. So the Firekeeper is standing here, you know, and you know all the messages surrounding her. But there was one that was up here, and it was like, try rear, then look carefully. And I wondered, huh? And then it showed the Patch's squat gesture. It showed this. And I'm like, okay. No, it was like, try gesture, then look carefully. So I tried the gesture right here. So it's like you stick your butt in her face. And she looks away with that disgusted look she gets. And I was rolling on the floor. Because just imagine, butt in her face. Ugh. Some really creative work going on here, folks. God dang it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. We made some pretty good progress. We made it to the Road of Sacrifices. I'll be obviously backtracking a little bit just to rescue some NPCs, but otherwise we're moving forward. We're going to cut through. Next time, I think I want to go through the Cathedral of the Deep, and then maybe make it to the Abyss Watchers. And of course, that's my least favorite part of the game, the swamp, because I have to have a swamp level. So yeah, I'm going to end it here, everyone. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoy these live streams, and if you haven't watched them live, keep an eye out, you know. Look in your subscriptions every once in a while. I'll be doing some live streams. I don't have any set times. I mean, I have no schedule for them, but, you know, join me. There's something fun about watching someone screw up live. I don't know what it is, but it's very empowering. So anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.